And with latakoo app 6.39, we're giving you information that will help you know which tool to use given your deadline. So we open the app up. What is the first thing you see that's different? It might be these speed gauges down here. Always in the past, when you're out in the field, you know that internet connection is important, but you didn't know from within latakoo what kind of connection you have. These speed gauges test upload, not download, upload bandwidth to the latakoo server that you're most likely to use when you send the video. And they don't report maximum bandwidth, they report average throughput, which again is what you're more likely. That's what you're going to face when you're uploading video with latakoo. What is your average throughput? And this is a throughput to our server instead of anybody else's server. Now, the other thing you'll see that's different probably than just about any other speed test that's out there is that you have two of these. Now, why do you have two? Because there are a couple different transfer protocols that we can use to send your content, and they do the job differently. TCP is good in all environments. It's very stable, but particularly in the low bandwidth environments that a lot of our users find in, TCP is, the method that makes the most sense to upload your file. Over here is UDP, and UDP is a tool you can use, is a protocol you can use that removes latency. And so if you've ever used Aspera or Signiant or File Catalyst, you've used UDP to send a file. When latency is a problem, UDP is fantastic. Latency is not always a problem. But we want to have this tool available for you because sometimes you'll find yourself in high latency situations. And the way we do that is we test UDP throughput, we test TCP throughput. And if one of these is 20% higher than the other, we're going to automatically choose that protocol to send your file. So here I see UDP is 20% higher than TCP. I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to drag a file in. And look what happens. Boom, I turned it back on. So speed gauges, UDP, TCP, and a UDP control on the outside of the app, but you don't have to worry about it because we're going to pick the best one. When you get that message that says not enough info, don't worry about it. You just got to keep using the system, and we're going to watch your experience on this machine. So this is user specific and machine specific. So if you take this app and you put it on 5 different machines, we're going to have to do it on all of those machines one time. We'll watch it encode the first 20 files. And what we're learning is how fast does this specific machine encode video. We're learning how fast it encodes video. We only have to do this once. We put it in a special file on your computer, and then we update it as you continue to use the machine. So in the future, when you do future upgrades to latakoo app, it's not going to have to go through this learning process again. So don't worry about that. The first time, we're going to spend a little time getting it right, learning about this machine. And as soon as we have that, we're going to give you an estimated upload time. Now, this is a new product. In the beginning, we're going to label it beta just to let you know, if your life depending on it, this is our best estimate, but this is still a bit of a work in progress. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you, when we have those 3 things, we're going to give you an estimate of how long it takes to get that file at that quality setting from the ground to the latakoo cloud. And you'll see as I'm clicking around, no compression, UDP enabled, this is saying we can get it up there in 3 minutes, 3 seconds. Visually lossless, 1 minute, 21 seconds. So as I go down, it gives me different times for each of these qualities. And if these are more dramatically different, you'll see more dramatically different estimates. We'll give you an estimate that works with the protocol that's being used to upload the file. And finally, we also give you a for fastest upload. So if we know that one of these qualities is going to be fastest, we're going to tell you what it is. Now here I'm telling you stream only. So stream only is the quality, but I'm also putting a little bird right underneath it. And so this bird will move around. So you know, if you're in a hurry, you want to get it there fast as possible, that's the fastest method. Now, this method may not be the one you want to use, because if I'm sending back raw video and it's going to be edited, and it's going to go in the newscast tonight, I don't want to send a 1 megabit file. I just don't want to do that. Because it's not going to be a high quality editable file. Now, if I'm 5 minutes from the newscast, maybe I do want to do that because it gets there on time. But if it's going to be something that's going to be edited, and I typically don't want to send it, that quality. And so what this tells me though is, A, what quality can I send given the time that I have? And so look, super advanced or visually lossless, that's only taken a few more seconds. So why not send it that way? So this gives you the information that allows you to send it the highest quality possible given the time you have, between now and your deadline.